Hey guys, it's Kelly. Welcome back to my channel. I was recently going through some of my skincare products, like, okay, what kind of videos do I want to make for you guys coming up? And one thing that I kind of kept coming across, I was like, oh, this is a really good affordable product. Oh, this is so affordable. And I realized I just want to share with you guys just a handful of some of my favorite affordable products. One of the things that really got me into K-beauty way back when was the fact that I could afford it. And not all skincare is affordable. So that's definitely one of the great things that K-beauty offers is some really budget-friendly options. So I want to share some of the ones that I have on hand with you guys today. This is by no means a comprehensive list, but these are all totally fragrance-free, essential oil-free, alcohol-free, and 100% approved by me. So you know the drill. Give the video a big thumbs up and let's get started. So first up, should be no surprise to you, this is the Heimish All Clean Green Foam. And you guys know I love this cleanser so much. And you know what? This is really quite underrated on the K-beauty scene. It's pretty easily available at most K-beauty retailers, but I hardly ever hear anybody raving about how awesome this cleanser is. I mean, super affordable. It's usually around $10 to $12, right? So super affordable. It's fragrance-free, essential oil-free. There's no alcohol in here. It's low pH. It comes in right at 5.5, and it is super gentle. It's really respectful to the skin. It doesn't strip away any moisture or hydration. It doesn't leave your skin feeling tight or squeaky clean, right? But it does leave it clean. You know, this is not the type of cleanser that's so gentle that you're like, but did it clean my face though? There are some cleansers out there where you're just like, it feels great, it feels gentle, but I don't know that I feel clean. This is gentle, it is respectful, but it is effective. It will clean your face so well. I mean, how much more can you talk about a cleanser, right? But it just kind of hits all, and I'm very picky with my cleansers. It hits all those check marks. It's one of the most affordable options out there. If you guys are hooked on your Cosrx Good Morning Low pH cleanser, or the Purito, the barrier defense cleanser, but you want to clear the essential oils out of your routine, this is a great option that is not going to change anything in your skincare budget because it's just as affordable as those other cleansers. When I first went fragrance free, I had the hardest time finding a first cleanser that was fragrance free. Okay, maybe it didn't have essential oils, but it always had artificial fragrance in it. I'm like, can we just please with the fragrance? Can we not? Can we not with the cleansers? It was really difficult for me to find one. Now, if you guys have been on that same journey as me, I just did a fragrance-free first cleanser mega list. So you guys can check that video out if you're looking for some suggestions. But the very first one that came into my life, and one that I keep in my life, it happens to be one of the most affordable ones out there. So we're gonna go over to J Beauty for a second. This is the Hada Labo Gokujyun oil cleanser, and I love this for so many reasons. Number one, affordable, around $12, $14. Very affordable. It's a good size. I think this is 200 milliliters, so a good generous amount of product. Very affordable price. This is no nonsense, no frills. It gets the job done. This actually kind of reminds me of the DHC oil, but it's a lot less expensive. So no fragrances in here. It's a pretty traditional, I would say a medium weight oil cleanser. Breaks down makeup, sunscreen, dirt, grease, whatever, really effectively. You don't have to rub and tug at your skin. This glides across the skin really nicely, breaks it all down, washes away very cleanly. This has been a huge staple for me, and what I really like about this, I mean, you want to talk affordable, right? $12 to $14 to get your first pump bottle, and then you can actually buy refills for this. So it's just, it's economical. It makes sense, right? To not waste so much pump packaging, right? Just get the refill, and as you guys would expect, you're not paying for the packaging, so the refill is even cheaper than that. So this is a great one. If you just need a no nonsense, no fragrance oil cleanser, this is definitely the one I recommend. I love toners. All toners, any toner. I've tried many before, you know. This is actually, I'm surprised this is one that I haven't talked about more, but this is actually a real old school favorite toner of mine, and this is the Benton Snail High Content skin. This usually retails around $15, I think. Of course, you can always get it for even less on a sale. Actually, all the products in this video are under $20 for sure. But this is actually one of the very first toners that I ever used. This is like the product that started it all for me. I actually used to be like such a stan of Benton. Like when I discovered like Snail Bee Essence, I went insane. I bought every single Snail Bee product. This was like 5 years ago, I think. 5 years ago? Yeah, I think 5 years ago. I like everything. I got everything. Not everything from the Snail Bee line is like mwah, chef's kiss for me. I think they're all good products. They're just not all like the very perfect thing for me. But this is actually one of the products that like long term I still will turn back to time and time again. Number one, super affordable, as I said, about $15. Number two, it's all the things I love about a toner. Texture wise, super watery, absorbs in the skin really quickly. This is not the type of toner that has like a little bit of slip or a little bit of moisture to it. No. Just pure watery hydration. Sinks in the skin really quickly, super easy to put multiple layers on without it. You know, sometimes even with watery toners, you put on like 3-4 layers and you almost start to get like a film on your skin. Have you guys experienced that? You won't with this one. This one layers up really nicely. Just like the other Snail Bee products, if you're familiar, we've got some snail secretion in here, a little bit of bee venom, which is actually like kind of a good anti-aging ingredient. I believe this has some niacinamide in it. Actually, I don't know if there's niacinamide in the toner. Is there? I'm gonna check because I don't want to say anything crazy. Okay, so apparently it's been so long I just couldn't remember any of the ingredients off the top of my head. So here's some good ones for you. Snail, which we talked about already. This also has green tea water in it. It has niacinamide. It does. I'm remembering correctly. It has EGF, a little bit of bee venom in it, and it also has panthenol and beta-glucan, allantoin, and adenosine. So like there's so many good things in here. It's not just about hydration alone with this toner. There's some of those really good anti-inflammatory ingredients in it, some good anti-redness ingredients. It's actually, the entire Snail Bee line is really good if you do have acne, because it not only does it treat inflammation, redness, pimples, helps calm the skin in a really gentle manner, but it also has that niacinamide in it, so it has a good brightening benefit, especially if you suffer from hyperpigmentation and dark marks. That's why I really got into the Snail Bee line, because when I first started to use it, I had a lot more pimples and acne on my skin, and this just made a huge difference. So I really like this toner. Even I don't have that many pimples anymore, and I still like it because it's very gentle, calming, and soothing to the skin. Speaking of a phase, right? I went through a Benton phase where almost all my skincare products were Benton. And I also, there was another brand that I went through a big phase with back in the day, and I think many of us have, and that's Cosrx, right? Now, I've said some shiz about Cosrx in the past, and really my main like beef with them is that they're very, and this isn't their fault, but like they're very hyped up. They're a hyper popular brand, right? Cosrx. But I don't always feel like their products meet that hype status, right? That being said, though, I will admit Cosrx is a staple brand. They are a brand that have some really great core products that are very affordable, and there is nothing wrong with that. Is it hype level? Not necessarily. Is it reliable? It can be. And so this is actually one of these really reliable products from Cosrx. This is their Galactomyces 95 Tone Balancing Essence. And you guys know essences are very expensive. You know, I'm an essence girl. I love an essence in my routine, but they are pricey. And sometimes it is pricey to keep them up in my routine. You've seen me talk about how I hoard them. Like when they start to go below half, I start to use them a little bit less because they are pricey to constantly be slamming through the products so fast, because they're like $30, $40 a pop, right? It's a bit much. This one is under $20. This is, I think, about $16, $17. You can definitely get it under $20. So it's a good way to get an affordable essence into your routine. 95% of Galactomyces in here, which is really like the original like essence ingredient, Galactomyces, found in the famous SK2 essence, found in the famous Missha Time Revolution treatment essence, right? Like Galactomyces is it when it comes to essences. It's got a whole host of benefits for the skin. The biggest one is definitely that it can help brighten up your skin. It's in the name, right? Tone balancing. It's really going to give you like a more even, bright, glowy, healthy complexion. Galactomyces, I think tons of antioxidants in here. It is kind of a ingredient touted for its anti-aging benefits, so it's very kind of preventative, right? Protective and preventative for the skin. It's also a great hydrator for your skin. It's got some moisture barrier supportive elements to it. So just overall, really nice ingredient for pretty much everybody. I can see this product working for a lot of different people too, just based on the texture, because it's a very, it's a really nice light essence. It's not an essence that has like a lot of thickness to it or some moisture to it. It just really sinks into the skin, almost like a toner. It actually almost feels like a toner on the skin. This is something you want to put on after your toner, before your serum, but it is just so lightweight. It doesn't build up heavy on the skin, delivering all the good galactomyces into your skin. Very minimal formula here from Cosrx too. So it's just really one of those, like I said about Cosrx earlier, staple products. And this is a very affordable, very likely one of the most affordable essences available. And when I used it the first time, I noticed benefits, especially in the brightening department. I started using it again recently, and I started to notice that it was really maintaining the brightness of my skin again. So I find it very effective. It's incredibly affordable, and yeah, a staple from Cosrx. Now, serums are an area in your skincare routine where you probably don't mind paying just a little bit more, right? They tend to be one of the more effective products that give you some of the most like bang for your buck, some of the most visible benefits. So most of us feel a little okay putting a little bit more money towards that. That being said, there's still so many affordable options out there that you don't have to spend a lot of money on your serum if you don't want to. Now, I definitely, when I first started going fragrance-free, I felt this so much. Like I was so limited. I was like, I'm not going to have any choices because now I'm eliminating some of the most common ingredients in skincare products. I'm never going to be able to find, a lot of products to use, let alone to review on my channel. But I think the last over a year now that I've been completely fragrance free has proven me wrong, right? There is a lot of choices out there, and you still don't have to spend that much money for fragrance free products. So I actually have two serums here that I want to talk about, but they're from the same brand, and the brand is 9 Wishes. I recently discovered this brand and I've been impressed. Now, not all of their products are fragrance free by any means, but they do have quite a few fragrance-free gems that are very affordable. These serums, I think regular retail is about $15, but I've seen these serums for like $10 on sale. So super affordable. So first up is a serum you hear me talk about a lot. This is 9 Wishes Hydra Perfect Ampule Serum. And I love this because it's so good for dehydrated skin. It is so like a drink of water for thirsty skin. The secret sauce here is coconut water, which is a really replenishing type of ingredient. Lots of amino acids, natural moisturizing factors. There's a touch of hyaluronic acid in this one, but it's not, I don't find it to be like a sticky serum. Some hyaluronic acid can get kind of sticky and almost thick on the skin. This has been formulated to a really pleasing, lightweight, watery kind of texture. It absorbs in the skin really nicely. No stickiness, no tackiness, no shininess, but there is just that whisper of balance to this this serum, which makes it more than just water. There's a little bit of oil water balance to this serum that really helps hug hydration in the skin. It's not heavy, it's not greasy, it's not super moisturizing, but there's just that little bit of balance that just makes your skin feel like, oh, okay, good. We got a lot of hydration, a little bit of moisture. We're good to go. I think it's just really smartly formulated. My skin just drinks this up. I love this a lot, you know, especially if you like a deeply hydrating serum. If you're looking for a brightening serum, Nine Wishes has Miracle White Ampule Serum. I hate the word white in skincare. It's just such an unfortunate term, right? You don't see it in K-beauty as much as you used to. So it is getting better, but it doesn't mean like skin bleaching or anything like that. It actually refers to just brightening up what you already have, not changing it in any way. It's just like sort of like an unfortunate, like lost in translation kind of thing, right? But that being said, this is a really good brightening serum. This actually uses a nice mixture between rice, niacinamide, and pearl extract. And it actually contains 2% of niacinamide. And you've heard me say this before. That's the very effective amount for brightening up the skin. Like, just niacinamide will have some brightening effects. Less than 2% definitely will bring brightening effects. But once you hit that 2% threshold, that's when it can get really effective on dark marks, hyperpigmentation, like really heavy hitting brightening. And you can find 2% in this serum. Super duper affordable, fragrance free option. I just find Nine Wishes, you know, a really nice affordable brand to look at. You know, if you're searching for something new, you want fragrance free, not all of their products are fragrance free, but they do have some hidden gems in their line. I think that they're a brand worth taking a look at. I definitely for sure can speak for these two serums. I love them. One product that you hear me talking about all the stinking time is the Illiyoon Ceramide 8 Concentrate Cream. I talk about it all the time. I know some of you guys are probably so bored with it. Those of you who use it though and love it too, you're like, yeah, right on. I love it too. It's just super duper affordable, always under $20. This last tube I bought for $15. What makes that even more of like a mind-blowing thing is the fact that you get so much for that price. You get 200 milliliters of moisturizer for about $15. Most moisturizers are like 50 milliliters, okay? So you can see like this is gonna last you forever. I use my morning and night almost all the time. These tubes last me for like over 6 months. So it's a really good, I was gonna say it's a really good investment, but you're not really investing that much into the cream, right? It's very affordable with a really good amount. It's gonna take you a long way. What I like about this, it is like a no nonsense moisturizer. It gets the job done. Ceramides, cholesterol, fatty acids, very moisture barrier supportive, really pleasing texture. It's got the emolliency, it's got the nourishment, but it's not thick, it's not greasy, it's not heavy, and it's not overly occlusive on the skin. This is like a 4 seasons moisturizer. You know, it's not gonna make you greasy or oily in the summertime, but it's very protective for winter time. I just love the texture of this. I talk about it all the time. This is just one of those like boring kinds of moisturizers. You know, it gives you everything that you want in a really pleasing texture. It's not gonna brighten your skin or bring anti-aging benefits. It doesn't need to. It's a moisturizer. If you guys are just looking for a really reliable product, I can't recommend this one enough. And quite honestly, at this size, you can use this on your elbows, your knees, your legs, your arms, body moisturizer, neck moisturizer. I mean, you can get it all from this one. I really, really love this, and I can't be without it, truly. Now, this last product that I want to talk about is actually kind of the product that inspired me to make this video, because as I said, I was like rummaging through my skincare, kind of looking for inspiration, and I picked this one up. And there's 2 things about this product that I always think when I like pick it up. I'm like, how would I describe this? Number 1, stinking affordable, and number 2, stinking effective. So good. This is the Missha Near Skin Madecanol Cream. This is a Zika Cream, and you're gonna like it's so affordable. You're gonna be like, what? I think I got this one for $7. Yeah, like it's usually between $7 and like $10. It's insane. It's one of the most affordable Zika creams out there. And sometimes like super, like almost dirt cheap, right? Almost. So affordable, you don't think it's gonna work. But this is one of my favorite effective Zika creams, believe it or not. The other Zika cream that I absolutely adore and love is like $30 from Myope, and this is almost under 10. Like, it's insane, the price difference. This is so good. If you feel irritation, like I'll tell you what I picked this up for, which is basically everything. When I feel irritation on my skin, I'll use this. And that's really like the primary use for a Zika cream, is like whenever you're feeling irritation, you just use it as a special treatment for irritated skin or pimples, redness, right? This definitely works for that especially. But I actually have found uses for it even outside of that. This can actually, you can use this almost like a sleeping pack. You could use this as your moisturizer. I personally don't, because it's just not my ideal moisturizer texture. It's actually kind of sort of like ointment-like sort of a texture. It's very occlusive. You know, it creates this nice like barrier on the skin that really just like hugs in moisture, hydration, really protective layer on the skin. But it just, I don't know, there's something about it, it's not quite right for me as a moisturizer. But you could put this over your moisturizer if you're looking for like a really calming sleeping pack, because it's got that like nice occlusivity to it. It could be a nice occlusive moisturizer for a lot of people, I think. I use this on bug bites all the time. It really cuts down on the itching, like from mosquito bites. And I'm very sensitive to mosquito bites. It cuts down on the itching, it cuts down on the swelling, it cuts down on the redness so well. I'll put this on like cuts or scratches that I get, just to kind of help facilitate the healing process. It's amazing. It's a really good mixture between the name. It comes from Madecassicide, which is that really soothing anti-irritation compound found in centella, and panthenol, which is a really great protective ingredient for the skin. It's very soothing and calming for the skin. And it's just so effective. There's no fragrances in here, no essential oils. A lot of essential oils in Zika creams around this price point, but not in this one. Really great ingredients list. It does the trick. This is just something that's so great, especially if you have very sensitive skin, you're easily prone to irritation. Just have this on hand. It's super duper affordable. It can multitask in lots of different ways. And yeah, I really do recommend this one. Such a great budget pick, but just even outside of budget, it's still one of my top favorite anti-irritation creams. So these are all some really fantastic and effective products that happen to be very affordable. It is possible to find excellent products at an affordable price. So I hope you guys enjoyed this little handful of curated products that are all under $20. So let me know, what are some of your favorite affordable gems, because you know I love to save a dollar. Let me know in the comment box below. If this video was helpful to you, you enjoyed it, please consider subscribing to my channel. I release 2 new Korean skincare focused videos every single week. Turn on notifications, because much like this video, I occasionally will release bonus content, so you don't want to miss out on any of that. And come join me on Instagram if you want to connect with me further and see some K-beauty on your Instagram feed. So I hope you guys are doing well. I hope you are healthy, happy, and safe, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.